Hello, good morning, and welcome to Morning Breeze on Kwararafa Television. Yes, thank God it's Thursday, and wherever you're watching us from, thank you for choosing Morning Breeze to start your day. I am Fomi Desmond, and I welcome you. Mr. Thomas, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it has been a beautiful time here,
Yeah.
tracking and giving out all we need to do, talking about the leading stories. And to start with, we have a leading story from Apex Media Network. The leading story talks about Taraba Ministers Conference. Church must remain voice of truth, compassion as ministers they continue to sound this at the conference. Of course, you agree with me that Khan has embarked on 3-day conference for their leaders, looking at how it has been and how it should be, a way to encourage themselves and to further add value to the society. And it has been a wonderful time looking at the spiritual leaders that have actually come around to add value or to speak to the minds of our Christian leaders. We have Bishop David Abil is in town, and Archbishop Ignatius Kaigama also is in town, and other top religious leaders that have gathered together to see that they brainstorm and get to align with the spiritual guides that our leaders need to have. And thank God, yesterday our governor was there too. His Excellency Dr. Abukefas was live at the event, and he also gave his charge. But importantly, the words that I've just read out to you now, they're the key areas that were discussed yesterday. For the CAN leaders, the church must remain voice of truth and compassion. It should not be a place of drama and other activities. These are core discussions that were made at the program yesterday, and it's going to continue today, and it will be ending tomorrow. A lot of expectations are in the hearts of people, and trust me, with what is happening, we just pray God answer the prayers, because when you see the number of people that have come to do this, and you see the message that is being passed, if we can listen to those messages and practice them just like we normally stress here, we'll definitely have good results. Mr. Thomas, speak to it.
Yeah, good to be here once again. I think the call by Khan is timely. The church over time has been an institution that is anchored on truth telling. You know, in the time past, if you see a minister was a symbol of truth. If you look at what is written in the Bible, you see where prophets who today are like our pastors and reverend fathers and bishops, you see where they used to have confrontations with leaders, particularly when they veer from the path of the truth. And Jesus Christ, in his own teaching, emphasized that you should tell the truth, and the truth will
set you free.
So that is the tenet of Christianity. Apart from righteousness, you experiment this righteousness by what? Telling the truth. But what has become of our church in recent time is appalling. You see pastors siding with politicians that are woefully performing. You see pastors using the pulpit to endorse failed politicians. You see pastors pretending in the name of hearing from God and passing messages that common sense knows that is not the message from God. You see pastors collecting money and staging a lot of drama. So this type of issues is weakening the church, and is also weakening the people's spiritual concentration. So I think this avenue calls for self-retrospection. They should look inward, analyze themselves. Thank God they are all leaders of churches. They have people under them. You see bishops, you see pastors there, reverend fathers.
That's right.
They have sheep are within under them. They should like come back to drawing board. Thank God they are mentioning it themselves. They say it should be a place of truth telling. Now that we are approaching 2027, in fact we are there already.
That's right.
What is the responsibility of the church? We saw what the Catholic bishop did. Is one of the examples of truth telling. You don't say it because you want some compensation. You say it because it is what it is.
Yes.
And you are representing the people.
That's
so
right.
You speak for them. And you are God's ambassador here on earth. So we want to see, in fact, after this conference, we want to see messages changing.
Messages changing, yes.
From our pulpit. We want to see unnecessary endorsements stopping. We want to see drama for money making stopping.
And grammatical check.
Check should be done. And we want to see at the end of the day, if the church say, follow this man, and we follow, at the end of the day, the man is not doing. We want to see the church coming back to hold the man accountable.
Yes, yes.
That is what I want to see after this conference.
All right, all right. It is our wish and our desire, just like he said, that everything goes well after now, because we cannot gather a good number of people like that, and at the end of the day, we don't have anything to say anything about. But we are trusting God that something positive will happen. Our own is to tell you and also constructively present issues that matter most. Let's move forward with what we have on national dailies. We'll start with the Punch paper. The Punch newspaper on page 2, we have this leading story. It says 571 billion naira campaign spending limit for presidential governors candidates. And we have a few reactions here. Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, Makinde, 15 presidential candidates allow 190 billion naira campaign spend. New electoral act sets 500 million naira ceiling on individual donations. INEC says it will monitor campaign spending. And the last reaction, we have 127 governor candidates get 381 billion naira campaign spending limit. Electoral advocacy bodies urge strict compliance. I love what is happening. I love what is playing out there. Trust me, politics is politics. And when the time reach, you see politicians doing what they know how to do best. So we don't know how this limit will work, but it's a good one that the restriction is being given, because we have no fewer than 146 candidates currently in the race of presidential position and governorship election for 2027. And for INEC to come out with all these directives is actually guiding. But let's see how it plays out. Mr. Thomas, build on this.
Yeah, quickly, the new electoral law, initially there was no limit to what you can spend. But the new electoral law has brought out this guideline, saying if you're a presidential candidate, you should not spend more than 10 billion in the entire campaign. So if individual is donating to support your campaign, you should not exceed 500 million. Right? For governor, you are not supposed to spend more than 3 billion campaigning as a governorship candidate. In the last election, a lot happened. There were a lot of fundraising for President Tinubu. Then he was a candidate of the APC.
APC, yes.
Peter Obi went up to abroad raising funds for his campaign. Till today, people are still asking him on how that money was spent, and he has not given
any clarity
on what he generated and how that money was spent. The same thing with President Tinubu. For example, now President Tinubu is in the government seat. He may likely use our own taxpayers' money to do campaign. So setting this limit is great, but I am worried about compliance.
Compliance.
If Tinubu, who is the president, can direct INEC, can direct EFCC, can direct any other body, any institution that we thought they are independent, you ask them, don't do this, and they obey. Don't do this, they obey. If he spend above 10 billion, can we hold him accountable?
That's the question now.
If Tinubu spend above 10 billion, can we say you have violated this electoral process, therefore you are disqualified? Can we do that?
I said they monitor and see everything.
Yes, I am not doubting their potential.
Yes.
I'm not preempting what they are going to do, but I'm only asking a critical question.
Yes. Will they follow
up? I know they will follow up for other candidates like Ogashowore. They will be a very great searchlight for him since he has been on their neck. Yesterday I saw a video where he wanted to go for a peace accord signing, and he had an altercation with the security personnel at the gate. Well, they may monitor him strictly, and also Peter Obi. They also monitor and Oga Atiku. But Oga Bat, can they monitor him? That is the question. They say what is good for the geese is equally good for the gander. So look, INEC should be neutral here and monitor. And of course, I am telling you, NGOs these days, they are doing their job greatly. They are beaming their searchlights. They are very intentional about tracking. They are tracking quite a number of stuff. And if you see what is coming out from reports these days, you see that Nigeria is getting better in terms of holding leaders accountable. Particularly on spending. So there are a lot of issues, and we look forward to see how this electoral aspect will be obeyed, and they will see the outcome of it afterward. In fact, it doesn't just stop here. After election, quickly, I am happy. Let me digress. You know, we said here that Osun State Governor that won should look into the families of those that were killed. And he has promised scholarship for the children of the people that lost their lives during the period. So this is what we call post-electoral decisions, right? So we want to see this even after
the 2027
elections.
One challenging thing I saw yesterday was the attack on his convoy.
Yes,
it's not a good one.
It's not a good one.
It's not a good one. I think he has won. Let's allow him to do his work.
And after all, he did not win for himself. He's winning for the people of the state. And after election, we become one. You know, any policy he's passing is not only for the Accord members, it's for the entire people of Osun State. So they should exercise patience and allow him to finish his 4 years. And if their candidate is still alive, he can come back and contest again.
That's politics.
You know,
we should respect that.
Yes.
All right, let's quickly move to Nigerian Tribune. Nigerian Tribune is leading with something on page 13. We have this: Tinubu approves EFCC recover loads unclaimed dividends for student loans, as FEC approves 170 billion for National Library, 15.8 trillion fuel subsidy savings shared among federal government, state and local government. That's Finance Minister saying this. Then says reform save Nigeria from economic crisis. You just spoke about the directive from president to institutions and how it has been played out. Now we are having another one here from our president approving EFCC recovered loans on claim dividend for student loans, and we also is also attached to 15.8 trillion fuel subsidy savings shared among federal government, states and local government. Now speak to what is leading here. How is it and how will it affect us? Is it positive or negative?
Well, firstly, I am worried about the level of corruption that is into this country. This student loan of 18 is an initiative that is not up to 2 years or 3 years. Already they are looting the money. Do you understand? When Tinubu removed fuel subsidy, which I will talk about it now, when Tinubu removed fuel subsidy, tuition fee went up. Tuition went up. A lot of issues, transportation fare and all. So as part of his own way to see that he cushioned the hardship people are facing, he introduced the student loan. And almost all Nigerian students at the university level are eligible to access or draw this funding.
That's true.
But at some point, some students applied and the money was not given to them. You know, later they discovered that they have looted almost half of the money. So that is the problem. Now, EFCC, the directive is for them to recover that loot. All those people that were saddled with the responsibility of disbursing this money, managing the fund that was given for that purpose that they looted, they should bring it back. You understand? I don't know why we are so in haste to finish government money. Okay, this is for this purpose. You have not done it, and you are clearing it, and you are leaving the children of the masses to wallow in abject poverty, drop out of school. And we are fighting out of school children. We want to bring them back to the classroom. And this initiative is there, and you are the best thing you feel is to loot this money, go abroad and enjoy your vacation. So this is not good for our country.
It's not good.
Any small slightest opportunity one gets is to loot. That kind of kleptomatic tendencies is not really helping our country. Then secondly, on fuel subsidy removal and the spending and what have you, yesterday the president put out a statement saying within the 3 years period or past 3 years that they remove fuel subsidy, they have achieved a lot. And he said that his finance minister will brief Nigeria. I think later in the day, the minister came up with the briefing. And he said within the period after they removed fuel subsidy, the country generated about 30 trillion. And out of this 30 trillion, 15 trillion have been saved. And he mentioned that they have increased state and local government allocation. And this is very true. I can say that because yesterday we saw it on the news that for the first time after they removed subsidy, federal government, state government, local government shared about 3.7 trillion. This is the first time such amount of money
has been given
out to state government,
so
to local government.
We should expect.
Good. I am coming to that. So he also said part of the money that they recovered from fuel subsidy removal went into agricultural support. What do you call it? This student loan, education and others. And they have also increased wage. You know, the 70,000 minimum wage. So he mentioned all of this, but then quickly, the question is, how has this affect the life of the common man? You know, cost of fuel has increased.
And farmers are suffering.
Transportation
are suffering.
Yesterday also, we saw it here that food prices has increased. Let me read out something for you in terms of the allocation. And I'm beginning to question.
Just do that in a few seconds.
Yes, I will do that quickly. Budget is an institution that tracks spendings and what each state gets. And the budget said from 2022 to 2025, state allocation has increased from 4.840 trillion to 15.526 trillion. And let me tell you, they said states that have had surplus, they've mentioned Delta State, they've mentioned Ondo, and they've mentioned Bayelsa. These are the top states in Nigeria that have had surplus of federal allocation. Other states that follow, we have Sokoto, Plateau, yours truly, Taraba.
Yours truly.
Yes.
I think you stop.
Anambra.
Stop at Taraba. Since Taraba is there, I think we are consoled with Taraba, at least since Taraba is part of the team.
Finally, the minister yesterday, after saying this, he said allocations alone will not salvage the problems states are facing. He said each state government should go beyond looking at consistently waiting for federal allocation to solve their need. They should also devise a means to get their own internally generated revenue. We here in the state, we have natural resources. Remember the crisis we are having with mining. If we can harness this sector very well,
then we are good.
We are good to go.
Yes.
So I am calling on those in charge that they should begin to look at the potentials we have within us. We have human and natural. In Taraba State, we have that. So it's high time we harness this properly. The executive order that is stopping mining has been there. So now the next step as we progress is to see how this sector is properly harnessed so that we can draw from the dividend that is endowed in it.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Thomas, for the wonderful insight. That's the size of what we have for you as far as paper review is concerned. But there's something very fresh and new that you need to know about. We'll be speaking with the director director that is in charge of Taraba agricultural thing. We'll be coming back with him to discuss more on the topic that says land administration, management, and ownership in Taraba State. Please stay with us. Don't go away. We're coming back.
Kwararafa Television.
System hacking robot.
This is Kwararafa Television.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Still the program Morning Breeze on Kwararafa Television. We're broadcasting live from Jalingo, Taraba State. And this time we'll take a turn to speak with Surveyor Dr. Maku Joshua. He happens to be the Director General Taraba Geographic Information Service. And we'll be looking at a very important and timely topic, land administration, management, and ownership in Taraba State. What is it and how it should be is your concern. So stay with us as we dive straight to our discussion. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. All right, let's quickly move to what we have. Can you tell us more about the office you're holding? What is it and how are your mandates being handled? Let's know more about your office. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me, like I said. My office is a Taraba Geographic Information Service. It's just a renaming of the former Land and Survey. That means what we do basically is land administration. And the GIS is coming in to have a platform for informed decision making. But basically we are into digital land, effective digital land administration.
Wow. All right, that's good. Now let's go to this. How would you define land administration and what it is as in the role in land management and ownership? Speak to us about that.
Yeah. I would like to start by saying we all know that God created the heaven and earth. And when the land aspect, the earth was created, there was nothing like boundary. God did not create boundary for us. We as individuals created boundaries. That's how we start from continents, coming to countries, into states, local government, districts, and the rest. Having all this, now create room for management.
That's right.
Of which we did it ourselves. So when you're talking about land administration, you're talking about recording. Land administration is the recording, regulation, and management of land ownership and use, then transaction. All that is happening at the confines of land administration is to manage what we have created for ourselves as individuals, to at least to be able to prevent dispute.
Now, you said the name the name initially was Land and Survey, and now we have Taraba Geographic Information Service.
Yes.
Please, I want you to take us through that transition. What really happened? How is this name balanced with what you're doing better than how it was?
That's a good question. Yes, we have land administration from inception under the office called Bureau for Lands and Survey. But the coming on board of His Excellency and key into technology, that is to move away from analog to digital.
That's right.
There is a technology called Geographic Information System. In order to align with it, it's just asking someone that, okay, like me, my father gave birth to me and gave me a name, Maaku. But I went to the, since I was a Christian, I want to baptize. For baptism, I was named Mark. Does not change my identity.
That's right. You're still a son of your father.
Yes, I'm still the son of my father.
That's right.
So land and survey still exists. But the name now is what? Taraba Geography Information Service, to bring in what? Digital innovations. That is the transition.
Wow. Now, what reforms? I love the progress. I love the development. You know, anything that has to do with information, at least since you say boundaries, people need to be informed, and a lot of guidance needs to be there. Now, digitally, just like you said, from analog to digital now, what reforms have actually come in place that has bettered the operation that was before, since we are now in a digital, not analog?
Now, if we are talking about land reform has in aspects. There are so many aspects of land reform. Is it in terms of land distribution? Is it in urban renewal and the rest? But the movement we are talking about is moving away from analog way of doing things to digital. That is the key reform that is there. We are now moving away from what we normally do. What the then beautiful land and survey normally do in the world analogly. We have not transformed to digital. Now, in terms of land reform, we are into land redistribution, and I don't want to go into detail of that one. Land redistribution in such a way that, yes, we still have some ungoverned space in Taraba State, and we still have people that have larger portion of the land they cannot even cultivate. So when we say land reform in terms of land redistribution, that means my boss, His Excellency, the governor of Taraba said that Abuche first. I have the mindset that let's have a reform in such a way that there will be a one youth and a hectares of land. You and me all know that is there. That Taraba State has is the third largest land mass in the country.
That's true.
But we still have youth running on the streets doing nothing. So our land reform is gearing towards this. But if you are talking about the transition, the focus is to have a holistic land reform. Is it in terms of land redistribution? Is it in terms of urban renewal and so on? They're still working on.
Now, you have also taken us to another part of our discussion, which is very important. Land management. You agree with me that it is one critical part that has actually, I can say, at most times bring problem around, especially with communities and either urban or rural. How have you been managing to see that everything goes well?
Now, you are going into method of land administration.
That's right. That's right.
So if you are going into the method of land administration, I'll tell you that in land management, we have what we call customary management. When you say customary management, you are going into tradition. Community. We have different traditions in the state.
That's right.
We have their own customs and traditions. So in that aspect, land is being governed by either the district head, the chief, the traditional. You understand what I'm saying?
The head of
the heads of those communities.
That's right.
Then we have what we call statutory regulation. You understand? That one is backed by law. How land supposed to be administered. So now the way the conflict normally comes in, it is when customary management is overlapping with statutory regulations. Now the Land Use Act is there, will guide where it's supposed to be customary and where it's supposed to be statutory.
Yes.
That means we have what we call the urban center and the what? The rural centers. So any land that is within the urban center is supposed to be governed by what? Statutory regulations. Why anyone that falls within is customary. The only key challenge we are having there is lack of awareness.
Awareness to residents?
To the people, the individuals.
The individuals.
Yes, to know their limitation. Because if you are going by the Land Use Act, you will know that land in the state is all vested under the leadership of who? The governor.
The governor.
Who is holding it in trust with the general public. While the one at the rural area is by the chairman. But did our people understand these laws? That is a question for another day.
Apart from self-awareness to individuals or residents in those communities, be rural or urban, are there other challenges that are actually peculiar that we need to look at from the service that you render to people?
I think basically there's a general say that if you are not informed, you'll be deformed.
That's right.
Some of the challenges we are having in terms of land administration in the state, like I said, the number one that I said earlier is awareness. People are willing to do the right thing, but they don't know the procedure to do the right thing. You understand? Now, there are people that are living even in an urban area that have been declared by the state government, done at the National and State Assembly, pass into law, but they don't even know that they are living at the urban center. My office took that as a challenge, went around all the 16 local government, gathered all critical stakeholders in the town hall meeting, and informed them of areas that have been earmarked at urban center in the state. But still, nothing is happening.
Does it mean that there are no laws or regulations to occupying such? I don't. Can you speak to us, because this is part of awareness to our viewer out there? Is there any law or regulations to
land administration?
Yes,
there are laws and regulations for land administration. Now, as a country, you know, we have the 1999 Constitution is there, and we still have the Land Use Act. The Land Use Act of 1978, with over 52 chapters there waiting for you to read. Apart from that one, we still have what we call Survey Coordination Act.
That's right.
We still have the environmental laws. We still have planning regulations. They are there.
So now, the problem is abiding.
Abiding, but there is no anything that has to do with land administration is enshrined in the law. But you know that when you want to hide something from people, you just put it in the written. People don't have time to read what is there. And even when you have gone through all this load and try to educate them, they are still believing in what they know, not what the law says. And me and you know that if there is no law governing all of us, you can assume what will happen.
Now, just to balance our discussion here, how has it been, like your effort to? I know for the urban center, you've had the communication with the government of the day. Now let's look at the rural area where we have traditional leaders and maybe the chairman of local government taking space. Your collaboration with traditional leaders to see that the right thing is done. Has there been any actions towards collaborating with them for proper guidance and proper adherence to the regulations that the landlords will need to follow?
Like earlier said, apart from the town hall meeting that the management of Taraba Geography Information Service went through went around all the 16 local government and even development areas, we still wrote them outlining what the law says to the chairman, copy to all traditional heads. But one of the challenges I think you are talking about, just remember, is issue of self-acclaimed agents.
All right.
The Taxes Law made provision for any other person that want to go into land transaction as a business or whatsoever should register with Taraba Geography Information Service. And you know that it is all these people, land agents and the rest, that are leading us to what we call land grabbing. Now, if you are coming back to the Tarabans, when we went round, we call for systematic land registration. Come to Tajis, register your land. From the definition that I gave you earlier on what is land administration, I talk about recording. What are we recording? We are supposed to record individual parcels, individual property. You understand? In our database. Then to regulate, from that regulation, now you have land management. And why are we doing all this? To prevent dispute.
Yeah, you're touching the point now.
You understand? To prevent dispute. But when people are not coming to register their land, now, for example, I'll tell you for free. From the inception of my boss, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwararafa Tv, Dr. Buchefas, he has signed 1,062 CFO. Now, I don't think in the history of Kwararafa we have any governor that have signed within this short possible period of time. Why? Because of the innovation we have put in place. E-certificate of occupancy is the current trend. We have achieved that in the state. Now, what am I saying? If you're having only 1,062, are you saying we have only 1,062 people in the Taraba state?
With landed property?
Landed property? Deficiency in the record. Which hinder effective land administration.
And brings about dispute.
Because if your land is being registered with Tajis, that means we can effectively implement search before buying or selling. Because if we don't have the record for you to come and search, you end up buying a land that is what is not even the original owner that is selling to you, which is what leading to what we call land grabbing, unlawful sale of land and acquisition.
I don't know. Has anybody come to explain whether these landowners or maybe these traditional leaders have a reason for not coming? Because with your explanation, any right thinking or rational thinking person out there will love to have this guide around him or her property. Is there anything you feel like is hindering them from coming to give their information so that their property can be properly guided and the right thing be done? Because in recent time we've had a lot of challenges coming from land disputes. So has there been any information from their own angle, apart from your own channel? Have you heard anything from those people that are landowners being a kind of hindrance to them coming to you?
I think the challenge of what is coming from that angle, having dialogue with the traditional rulers and all what of you. We agree with them on the way forward to have all this land recorded. And we in Tajis, under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Buchefas, told them that land registration, to come and register your property, is even free. Just
you don't need to pay anything.
You are not paying anything to us. You only pay when you needed a document. But we want to have your record. You need that record, you pay for it. You understand?
Right.
But the challenge we discovered later is that, so to say, poverty is hitting up very hard. Because we cannot register your land if the practicing surveyors out there who have the mandate to give us the dimension, the extent of your land, did not produce for us. Now, because we are too comfortable, because I discovered that some of us in the state, we are not proactive, we are only reactive. You discover, like earlier said, me and you knew that from the reception, land is more of a customary of first come, first serve. I was here before you. Every other thing around me is my own.
That's right.
You understand?
The ideology is already
there.
embedded.
And that is how it is everywhere. That's why we have different countries, because they are there, we are here. Now, you didn't register your land with us, and you discover that within community or within families, there are disputes, they are coming to Tajis. When Tajis has no record of your land, you are coming to Tajis for dispute resolution. How? So now, The challenge that is coming from that end that make it difficult for us to, but we are still doing our best and we believe we'll get there, is the ability, or let me say, like I said, they may say this because of poverty. But I always say, like one of my friends said, I said going to Abuja from Jalingo by air is very expensive. He said it is when they kidnap you on the road, you know that it's cheaper than. You understand? So some people don't want to come and pay that token they're supposed to pay to a surveyor that will give them that dimension. But they can go to court and pay lawyer to defend what they have not documented to defend.
And most time, after spending money, they still come out.
Like one of my friends will say, when money speaks through the silence. So the possibility the person you're going to call with is even richer than you. And you cannot predict.
Yes.
If you have his own fact, you don't have.
You know, we have this golden opportunity having you here. And I think it will best come from you. Taraba has been described as nature's gift to the nation, which is our slogan. We are richly blessed. And we have these landmarks. As a director general, with this position, Taraba Geographic Information Service, how would you describe Taraba? Let's give us more insight about Taraba, the land and everything. Just tell us something about Taraba that we need to know.
You see, the potentials of Taraba cannot be overemphasized. Apart from being the third largest landmass in Nigeria, are you talking about the natural resources that we have? They are there. Now, if I said let me dwell in explaining the potentials of Taraba, is it in terms of minerals? Is it in terms of agriculture? Is it in terms of tourism and the rest? It's like me going into some people's ministry.
That's right. No, speak from your office.
You understand?
From the geographical
angle. In the geographical angle, I will tell you that Taraba has all the potential that it takes. And thank God for the leadership we have in place. Many a time when we want to talk to people, they will say, because you're in the system, you're just defending your boss. But these are reality. If you are looking for a man that has the heart, that is what the mantra is always moving forward.
That's right.
Moving forward means what? He has a vision for where he wants Taraba to be. He is not mindful of what he makes on the ground, but he wants to get there.
You know, let's come back again to this with the potential that we have.
Yeah.
What are those things that are lacking that we need to do to balance with what we have? Are there things that we're lacking in that we need to do?
Like I said my boss have the vision and the potentials are there. You understand? One of the things that is killing all this in Taraba is internal generated revenue. You see, government can have policies, good one. You understand? But if there is no sustainable income, all those policies will end in paper. And those sustainable income we are talking about now lies solely on land. But I'm telling you for free, I think it's just 2 days ago that I have meeting with the leadership of Board of Internal Revenue. We have strategized everything, and we are sure that it's a story of Taraba will change very soon.
Now, you're spoken from the angle of the government, internally generated revenue. What about the people? What should Tarabans be doing to balance with the potential that they have?
You see, I was doing the presentation in India when I went for Taraba seat. I told the people that we are presenting to, the only problem we have is that it's not even in Taraba, Nigeria. We substitute hard work with prayer. You understand?
That's right.
We are substituting hard work with prayers. We have potential. That is what I told my children one thing. If you are waiting for me to do everything for you, even if I have the capacity to do it, I won't do it because you'll be lazy. We are too comfortable that we are expecting everything from government. When God has given us that talent that we are supposed to use to better ourselves.
That's right.
Okay, we are talking about customary. This customary, is it not a tradition? Is it not locality? There are so many things within that locality that you are supposed to make use of. We are waiting for government. And if government is not doing that, what is the role? Who is government? Is it me and you are the government?
We are the government.
We only have a leader that is like a driver. But what are we doing ourselves? And even when we are given the mandate to do the right thing, are we doing it?
All right. Just to have your last line in a few seconds.
Yeah.
What are you telling Tarabans this morning? Tarabans want to hear something unique apart from everything we've discussed here. What is your advice? What is your call to Tarabans?
I always advise based on my field and what I am doing and the mandate that was given to me. I want to call on Tarabans that as the population is increasing, our land is static. That makes land administration very, very important. And in order to make us succeed in this field, I am calling on all Tarabans to please come to Tajis and register their land so that we'll have their record. By the time we have their record, you see, one of my mentors in the field of sovereign says that we are made from the land, and the source of all material wealth, it is from the land that we eat, and unto the land when we die, our body will be committed. So the most important thing that we're supposed to guide is what? Is the land. And when we are saying come to Taraba Geographic Information Service to register your land, we are not saying we want to collect your land. It's like taking your money to the bank for safety. We want to secure your land for you. We want to at least give you a platform for a better land use. So the greatest call I am calling on Tarabans now is, please come to Tajis for safekeeping of your property, landed property.
All right, I must thank you sincerely to Dr. Marku Joshua for your time. He is the Director General Taraba Geographic Information Service. Thank you so much for the wonderful insight you shared with us this morning. And trust me, we'll still be calling on you to share more light when need arises.
It's a pleasure being here. It's my first time. I didn't know that something like this is happening here.
Oh, Kwararafa Television is here.
I don't know, but Kwararafa Television, we should be one of the stakeholders.
It's important.
So we are equally, we will partner with you people because we are looking for a platform that can create wider awareness to our people to understand the innovation we have in place.
Yes, thank you so much. We'll definitely give you our best.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that's what we have as far as our discussion is concerned, talking about land administration, management, and ownership in Taraba State. You need to know all this important information so that disputes and other challenges that come to our community will be far away from us. We'll be going a quick break. We'll come back. MC Lasby will be taking us with entertainment news. Stay with us.
This is Kwararafa Television.
Good morning and welcome to Entertainment News, where we bring you the stories making waves across the entertainment world. I am MC Lasby. Bramo accuses Two-Face, Burna Boy, and Davido of knowing about alleged cult recruitment. Burna Boy, Vinicius Jalen Brown discusses coming to Nigeria. We kick off with a serious allegation making headlines. Singer Brimo has accused Two-Face, Burna Boy, and Davido of knowing about an alleged incident in 2019 where he says he was lured to Chevron under the guise of being hosted and later pressured to join a cult. Speaking during a Lahore Talk podcast, Brimo challenged the three musicians to publicly state whether they knew anything about the incident. He said he is not seeking an apology but wants clarification about their alleged connection to what happened. Brimo said, I'm not asking for any apology. Just be a man and say, Brimo, I have nothing to do with it. The allegations remain claims made by Brimo, and the musicians named have not, in the material provided, been shown responding to them. Respectively, serious allegations should be addressed responsibly, with those involved given an opportunity to respond. Now, from controversy to an exciting international connection, Burna Boy has revealed that Real Madrid star Vinicius Jr. and NBA player Jalen Brown are part of his 7-group chat, where they recently discussed on bringing the sports stars to Nigeria. The Grammy-winning singer also spoke about his football academy in Nigeria, saying he hopes to develop young talents who can eventually play for top clubs. He praised Nigerian footballer legend JJ Okocha and argued that the former Bolton midfielder deserves greater recognition among football legends. Burna Boy said, and I quote, I feel like his name should be called in the leagues of legend. However, Burna Boy is using his influence to connect entertainment, sports, and opportunities for young Nigerian footballers. Meanwhile, social media has another debate brewing. Bob Risky has criticized Nigerians who alleged change their attitude towards luxury shopper Casey Luxury following his arrest by the NDLEA over alleged 39 billion naira cocaine case. Bobrisky said people who were previously close to or supportive of Casey should not suddenly abandon him because of the allegations. He stressed that condemning alleged wrongdoing should not necessarily mean denying friendship. He said, and I quote, I will condemn his act, but still stand tall for him or her. Friendship should not prevent people from condemning wrongdoing, but loyalty should also not be based solely on someone's good times. And before you spray that expensive fragrance, listen to this warning. Food critic Okpeyemi Famakin has advised Nigerians to be careful when buying high-end body mist from vendors, particularly products being sold at unusually low price. He questioned how products that reportedly cost around 40,000 naira could be sold for about 4,000 naira and argued and also urged customers to buy from trusted and verified retailers. He also raised concerns about possible health risks from counterfeit products. However, extremely cheap luxury products may cause with risk, but consumers should verify the authenticity and prioritize safety over the products they use. And finally, a music beef gets a surprising explanation. Rapper Blackbone has revealed that his long-running feud with Odumodu Black began after both of them were romantically involved with the same woman around the same period, without Blackbone's initially knowing about Odumodu Black's involvement in the relationship. Blackbone explained that the situation escalated after Odumodu Black confronted him over the woman, eventually leading to the hostility between them. He described his relationship with the woman as a friends with benefit arrangement rather than an official relationship. Yeah, somebody shout friends with benefit. You know, that's how some relationships are going. Like he said, and I didn't know that the girl was with Odumodu Black. No, whereas misunderstanding and lack of communication in relationship can quickly turn personal relationships into long-running conflict. And as a wrap on today's entertainment gist, the entertainment world never runs out of stories. Stay informed, stay responsible, and keep watching Kwararafa Television. I am MC Lasby. See you next time. Bye bye.
MC Lasby, thank you so much for the entertainment news. And that's the size of what we have for you this morning. We'll be coming your way again tomorrow, same time, same station, with another fresh package. And don't forget that the joy of Morning Breeze doesn't end with the show. Follow us on all social media handles to enjoy everything that Kwararafa Television have for you. Stay blessed. For me, Desmond is my name. And I say bye.